Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the Kectil YouTube channel. Today we have a really great leader for today's interview. This is Dawda. He is climate change activist. He is also Kectil regional coordinator, social entrepreneur, humanitarian, and multiple award winner. So we will talk about his journey, about climate change in Africa, about youth leadership, and his impactful work with the Kectil program. And thank you very, very much, Donna, for joining us today, for being with us today, and for sharing your journey with the Kectil community. So, can you tell us a bit about your childhood and growing up in the Gambia?
Okay, first of all, thank you so much for having me, and thank you so much for this great opportunity to be on this platform, share my journey and experience on climate change and youth engagement in my community and beyond. So, my name is Dawda Manneh, and I'm from the Gambia. So, I am a Kectil alumni 2023, and then I serve as the regional coordinator for Kectil 2024, and I was awarded. And also this year, 2025, I'm also coordinating as Kectil regional coordinator for 2025 program. So my journey in climate change started a long time when I was young. I was so passionate about planting trees. My dad used to bring like orange trees, mango trees, and divide it among our family and say, each one, this is for you and this is for you. So take care of your own tree. So since then, I I love taking care of trees, and also I love participating in tree planting. I remember I used to go with my grandpa at his farmland for farming. But during those days, what I have realized is that sometimes he feels so frustrated because of the results he used to get after that hard work, farming, and all those things. His vegetables used to be destroyed by sometimes by insects, by animals, and others, and also lack of rain because we all know that the impact of climate change can cause the delay when it is come to raining. You will work hard, plant your vegetable, everything, and you will sit like more than a week without having any rain. So I said, when I grow up, I want to I want to continue with a journey that that will be fighting climate change. If you look at the Gambia, Gambia is a country that it is among 10 top countries that are facing climate change in the world. I can say. So working in climate change field and also engaging other youths, I believe that will create a positive impact in my community. Because, like, for example, we are already in the rainy season. Started since the rainy season mostly start here in June, July, August, September, then end at the end of October. But here in the Gambia, like every year, we get rain lately. Like many other parts will be raining, while here in the Gambia, we get rain very late. So so all this has to do with climate change, cutting down of the trees without replacing them. You know, so I said in my community, I have to engage youth. So recently, I graduated from Aspire Leaders Program, and I applied the for the for the seed fund. I wrote this project, which is titled Lack of Youth Engagement in Climate Change. That is the title of the project that I wrote. And I was so fortunate that my project was among the selected projects that won the award for the seed fund to implement our projects, which I'm starting this month, starting implementing my project because I see that in my community, youths are here, but most of the youths are not aware about the dangers of climate change, and some people are not. They don't even know what is climate change. When you tell them climate change, they don't know what is climate change. So I feel that I have to come with a project that will engage youths and will bring youths, sensitize and educate youths on climate change. So I'm so happy that I won this award and I'm starting this month to implement this project.
That's
Thank you.
really great. That's really great. Congrats you with this awards. That's really meaningful. So thank you for
Thank
the
you so
job
much.
that you are doing. That you are trying to do a lot of differences in your community and beyond as well. So my next question will be: what do you think is the most important quality for young leaders?
Leaders, leaders are not born, leaders are made. So that's what I understand about leadership. Leaders are not born, but they are made. So being a leader doesn't mean that you have to inherit it or you have to born with it, but you have to you have to make yourself to become a leader. And all these leaders that you are seeing around the world, they weren't born as leaders, but they were made to become a leader. So if you want to be a leader, you have to set an example. You have to bring change in your community, a positive change, I mean. You have to find challenges that your community or your country is facing and bring solution to those problems. So that is among the qualities of leader. And as a leader, as I said, you have to set an example in whatever you do. You have to be honest, transparency has to be there, and also you have to be yourself, do what you said, and lead by example. Not like saying let us do this, or this is what we're supposed to do, or advising and encouraging people to do something that you yourself you are not doing. You have to be an ethic leader. You have to mean whatever you said, and you have to do whatever you said. You have to take action. You have to lead people by example, and also you have to see your community first before anything. So these are the qualities of leaders in my own understanding.
Great, thanks a lot for sharing that. And you also like think a lot of things. You are a great activist. And how did your family and community react to your activism, to your project that you're doing? They support you, or maybe you face some challenges with communication with them?
Yeah, my family and my community they really appreciate the work that I'm doing. They really appreciate it because the first initiative that I started was uh, Nyancho Orphan Foundation, which is still active. That is my first initiative, and it is still active. It is called Nyancho Orphan Foundation because also growing up as an orphan, I have been through a lot of challenges, like late to go to school, you know,
Mm-hmm.
lack of opportunity to continue my education. Then I said, there are so many young orphans in my community and the needy that some of them are living with their grandparents or one of their parents that they don't have the means to send them to school. or support them, you know. So I said, I have to come with something that, we need to support these orphans to get back to school, to get access to quality education. So since then, I began this Nyancho Orphan Foundation initiative. And so far, we have supported more than 50 orphans like every to get access to education. So this is the first initiative that I started in my community. And people here in my community, they really appreciate this initiative that I have started because they saw the impact of this initiative in the community, and they have seen that the initiative has supported orphans and the need is to go back to school to get quality education like any other children, because we know that education is human right. So because of the means shouldn't stop someone from going to school. So through this initiative, my community, they have seen my stance in bringing change in my community, and they have also seen that the outstanding contribution that I'm doing in my community. So whenever I call, people will answer to me, and also I have so much. I got a lot of respect from elders in my communities, women, children, and youths, because of the effort that I'm doing to bring change in my community. So winning this award on climate change, I told my community that recently we have been facing so much challenges in our community. There's a sand mining that is going right now at our only beach site. This sand mining have been destroying our environment. So what can we do as youth? So through this project, we will create more awareness to the youth of my community, teach them about climate change, its effect, and how dangerous climate change is to community and the people who are living in the community. So I can say my family and the community people, they have been supporting me, they respect me, and whenever I call, they always come to answer to my call. I think this is because of the positive impact that I'm creating in my community. Otherwise, none of all this will be happening. So far, I'm receiving a lot of support, even though not financially, but also motivation and respect and all those things in my community. Thank you so much.
Thanks a lot. Thanks a lot. You're doing a lot of things, a lot of things. And let's continue our discussion more deeply about the climate challenges and climate change itself, because you're the great expert in that things. So my first question will be, what are the biggest climate challenges currently facing your country and the continent as well?
So one of the biggest climate challenge that my country is facing right now, it is
Yeah,
like a drought. Sorry?
yeah, please continue. Sorry.
It is like a drought because this is caused because of cutting down of trees and burning forests. Like every year in most of the communities, like every year when it is like a month or few weeks for the rainy season, you know, there are a lot of cutting down of trees and burning the bush happening in my country. Like people who are working in charcoal section, most of these people go to our bushes, to cut down the trees, burn them, to produce charcoal, you know. But the problem is that once these people they cut down the trees, they don't replace them. They don't replace them. They just cut down the trees, burn them, to produce charcoal, and go and sell it for their, selfish interest, something like that. But they never think of replacing these trees. And some of them even don't know the impact this is going to cause in the community and in the country. As I said, every year we are always late to get rain. Like raining most of the time here in the Gambia, rainy season start in July, in July or early June. But sometimes it is like we don't get rain until end of the June, until on end of the June. Sometimes in August we start getting rain. I believe all these are cause of the cutting down of the trees. Because most of the people here in the Gambia, I can say 85%, 85% of the population here in the Gambia use charcoal and firewood for cooking because most of them cannot afford buying, gas to cook. So they end up buying charcoal, and firewood for cooking. So this is also forcing those people to go out there, cutting down the trees, and also cutting down of the trees, producing charcoal and firewood, also burning of the bushes, like when it is about to rain, farmers in the village or rural areas, all what they do that is going to the bush, cutting down the trees, burning them, so that they can prepare their land for the rainy season and farming. So all these are contributing a lot to the climate change challenges we are facing in the Gambia. Sure.
Thanks a lot. And do you think African youth are ready to take a leadership role in climate actions or even youth in your country?
Well, in my country, I can say now youths are awakening. They are understanding what is climate change. They are understanding the effects of climate change in communities and in the country. Like there's a LCOI, which is a local conference of youth on climate change that is happening here like every year, which is a project of UNGO. So last year I was a delegate in the LCOI 2024, and this year I have volunteered as their communication working group. So what I have seen, the number of delegates that I have seen, I realized that now youths are youths are ready to take a lead in climate change. Youths are becoming aware of climate change and they are knowing the effects of climate change in the community. So I can say so far, youths are ready to take lead to fight climate change. But still, there's more to be done because youth need support from government and also from civil society organizations to support them. There are many youths out there that they have ideas and they want to take lead in climate change, but they lack support from the government and civil society organizations. Like most of the time, you will see group of youth that they want to engage in tree planting, like every rainy season. They want to do tree planting, to protect their land, to protect the sea, their beaches, but they lack support from the government and from civil society organizations to support them with seedlings and materials to lead a climate change activities or tree planting activities. But I can say that youths are starting to understand what climate change is, especially here in the Gambia. So youths are trying the best they can to fight climate change. Sure.
That's great. That's really nice to hear that you even have conferences like that, meeting that helps, to bring more awareness to the youth about what is that. And
Absolutely.
as far as I know, you also founded your own foundation. Could you please tell us more about your own foundation and why did you choose to do it? Yeah, and what about it?
So the first initiative, I there are two initiatives that I'm working on. The first one I founded it in 2019. That is Nyancho Orphan Foundation Gambia. We are on Facebook, LinkedIn, and also on Instagram. So Nyancho Farm Foundation, founding of this organization, it is an inspiration that comes from my journey. You know, growing up, as I said, growing up as an orphan, I have been through a lot of challenges and difficulties to even get access to education. And this has caused so many challenges in my learning journey. So in my community, there are so many children that they are orphans. And most of the time is you find them at home, their colleagues are going to school while they are staying at home. All this is because they lack support, and also they don't have people there to support them or also encourage them. Like when you are living with a family that's from a very poor background, the family that you are living in, their priority is to get food, to put food on the table. So sponsoring your education or supporting you to go back to school, they will always find it very difficult. So we all know children, what they have potential to become ministers in the future, to become doctors, to become professors. But how can they become this? How can they earn these titles? They need support. Then from my organization, what we do is that we go door to door, house to house, to find out if these kind of children or needs are there that they are dropped out from school because their parents are no more there. They no more having support. They are not going to school. So we register them. When we register them and we look for support, then if you know that you are not going to school, they will make sure that you get back to school, and every year we will support you to continue your education. Because if you don't support these children, most often you find these children on the streets, and they end up of becoming criminals, pickpocketing on the streets, and they become bad elements in the society. I can't say that's how people will see them. But this all because they don't have people to mentor them. They don't have people to support them. They don't have people to encourage them to go back to school. Because we know that when you go to school, when you learn something and become aware, of course we will know what are the good things and what are the bad things. Then obviously you will follow the path of doing good things instead of doing bad things. So this is what my initiative does. So the second initiative that I'm working on, that is Young African Climate Activist. Young African Climate Activist, I started this initiative in 2014. So the aim of this initiative is to combat climate change. Not only climate change, but whatever is related to climate change, like illegal migration to Europe. In my country, there are so many youth that taking this pathway to Europe through the Mediterranean Sea, searching for a greener pasture. We all know that this is cause of the climate change, maybe displacement or lack of employment, and you can name them. So this initiative, we start raising awareness first on climate change. What is climate change? What are the cause and effect of climate change in community and on people themselves? What is the effect of climate change on our ocean, our seas? What is the effect of climate change in our agriculture system and all those you can name them. So this organization is here to raise awareness, bring youth on board, encourage them to make decisions, and also to encourage them to take a lead in fighting climate change. So we are so fortunate that the project that I wrote, which is titled "Lack of youth engagement in climate action have won this award that we will start implementing this from starting from this month. And I know that we plan to educate over 100 youths in my community. And also, after educating them on what is climate change, we want to also to have hands-on practical, which is uh, the action will be like to plant trees. We'll be going to our seaside and look at the part that the sand mining has affected. Like when you stand at the beach side in my community here, you will look like more than 50 or 60 meters. You will see no trees. There are no trees. Why? Because this sand mining company, when they come, they will they will put down all the trees. They will cut all the trees to get access to the sun, and that is very bad to our environment. So we'll be going there for a site visit and see and identify locations or places where we'll be doing hand-on practical, which is planting some trees that, when we plant trees there, maybe in few years, these plants will generate more sun, to fix the damages at our sea. Thank you.
That's great. That's really, really great that you're doing. And a lot of people who starting their own projects, their own foundation, they are facing a lot of challenges, and one of them it is getting involved with the youth who's helping to develop the projects or to promote it. So how do you involve youth in your projects, and what kind of challenges have you faced during the phase that you started to do your project?
Thank you so much. This is a great question because engaging youths into a project, it is always a great challenge because, as we know, some of the youths, some of the youths, not all of them, but some of them are not ready to sacrifice. I mean, they are not ready to work like volunteer, whereby they will get like nothing. Some of the youth are just like that. Okay, I'm going there, I'm going to volunteer, I'm going to waste my time, my energy, but I'm not getting nothing in return. It means I'm not getting money. But at my foundation, whoever volunteer with us at the when you need when you need a recommendation letter, we know that you have been volunteering with us, we write a recommendation letter for you. And also that recommendation letter, it helps you to boost your CV and also when you are looking for a job. So normally this is what we do. But it is a lot of challenge to bring youth to volunteer in your organization or initiative, unless you find someone who is sharing the same vision and mission with you. You know, because most of the youth they don't want to do something without getting anything in return. So sometimes it is very difficult. But what I tell the youth most of the time, money should always be the last thing. What do you have to concentrate on? What do you have to look on is the positive impact that you are bringing in your community. The people who will benefit from the impacts that you are creating in your community. That is the most important thing. If you believe in this concept that you don't need money now, or maybe money is the last thing, but the most important thing is that the impact that you are creating in your community, that is the most important thing. Because who knows, the life you are saving today, maybe your own life tomorrow, or maybe your family's life tomorrow. If we stand together and fight climate change, the good things that will bring tomorrow, that's not only for me, it is for you, and it is for others, and it is for others, and it is for your own family. The orphans that we are supporting today to go back to school, they are not my children. They are not my brothers, but they are someone's brothers. And tomorrow, who knows? The impact also this often will create in the future. So these are the concepts that always I tell youth, and these are the things that always I tell youth and motivate them to get engaged and to be part of the initiative that I'm doing. Let them come together. Let's us bring change in our community. The change that we are making in our community is not only for me, it's not only for them, but also for the entire community. Because when you do good things in your community, even if the people don't recognize you, but those good things will be still there. Many people will benefit from them. And also, the challenge that I face, or most of the time we face when we start an initiative, first of all, there are something that it needs financial. It needs financial. Like when you want to start an initiative, first of thing, first of all, you need to register it at the Ministry of Justice. Like the system we have here in the Gambia, if you want to start an initiative or an organization, you need to register it. It needs to be legally. The organization needs to be legally. It needs to be registered on the Ministry of Justice. So to get it registered, you need financial to go and register your initiative. You know, you need to get other materials to start. Like for this climate change that I'm working on, I need like space, I need wheelbarrows, I need seedlings, I need trees, I need t-shirts and many other materials. And all these things need financial. But when you reach out to government and to some civil society organizations or other people to ask them for support, to support your initiative, sometimes it is very challenging for them to support you. So these are the challenges that we always face when we start initiative. And especially in my initiative, these are the challenges that I'm facing when it is come to financial. To get people sometimes that is I can say that is the least challenges that I face. But to get financial support, to train people like to buy books, to buy notebooks, to buy t-shirts, to print certificates for participants, you know, to train them, to look for people to come and train the youths. All these things, sometimes you need to pay those people to come and train. Some people, even though some people will be coming to volunteer, but maybe you need to prepare breakfast for them, you need to prepare lunch for them, you need to give them transport refund. So all these things you need financial. So if you don't have financial to conduct or implement some of these projects, it is always difficult to go ahead with it. Yeah.
Thanks a lot. That's really true that you mentioned, and I also know that you award some international recognitions. So, what does it mean to you to be featured as a global change maker spotlight? And what advice do you give to young people who want to reach a global level?
I think your voice is kind of slow or down. I cannot hear
Okay,
you clearly.
let me repeat then. What does it mean to you to be featured as a global change maker spotlight? And what advice do you give to young people who want to reach a global level?
So what I always tell youth is that um, as long as you are doing something that will bring a positive change in your community, in the lives of people, go for it. Just do it. Just do good things. And you don't always have to think that or expect that people are or expect like awards from people or or from organization or you are working to be seen. Don't always think that way that you are working or you are doing something to be seen outside of the world. There are so many people outside there who are looking for people who are doing great things in their communities and beyond. And someday you will come across them. So whatever you do it with good heart, do it with intention that you are bringing a positive change in your community. Do it that because you want to bring change in your community. Doing this, having this mindset, you will get there. Like for example, I have been featured, I have been spotlight by global global network. This global network, I have been featured there, and I also have interview with them. That is because they have seen that the work that I'm doing in my community through my social media page, through my LinkedIn page, through my Facebook and Instagram. And also they reach out to me. Then we have this chat, and also I have meeting with them, and I have been spotlight there, you know. So this means that I didn't reach out to them. I didn't tell them that I'm doing this, but they have seen that I'm doing good things in my community and beyond. So if you are a youth, you want to get there, just don't show up. Don't do things that for people to see. Just keep doing good things. Whatever you do, know that there are thousands of people there who they will come across you, and there are some people that they are looking for people who are doing positive change in their community. So this is my encouragement to you. Always keep doing great things in your community, even if no one is seeing you, even if no one is seeing you, even if people don't know that you are existing. As long as what you are doing is bringing a positive change in your community, keep doing it. One day you will get there.
Great, thanks a lot. And you're doing a lot of different, jobs. You have a lot of responsibilities. So how do you balance your local work and with other international opportunities and your activism with your daily job that you're doing?
How do I balance my work with the international opportunity?
Right.
Yeah. So I also believe in time management. I believe in time management because if you can remember when you reach out to me, I have to find a suitable time that we can have this this conversation, this Zoom meeting, because time management is very important for me. So this is how I work, how I balance my local work and also volunteering at the international organizations and others. So working in my organization, I have a time that that is just for my organization, and also I have time that that is also for international organization that I'm working with or I'm volunteering with. So this helped me to manage the time and also to balance between these two things. So,
Thanks a lot. Thanks a lot. And we are almost finalizing today's interview, but I still have just quick questions to you. My first question will be,
okay.
yes. So, how did you first hear about the Kectil leadership program, and what makes Kectil different from the other programs that you already took participation?
So I can say the Kectil leadership program is one of the best leadership programs that I have attended online. This 1 year leadership program is one of the best leadership program that I have attended so far. Before, I have never done research, and I can say there are many things that I didn't even know about my country. But through this Kectil leadership program, I was able to go out there, do the research about my country, and knowing about a lot of things through the Kectil leadership program and the assignments that we get like every 2 or 3 months. You know, so this has helped me a lot as a young leader. I believe that as a young leader, there are so many things that there are so many research and learning that you need to know about your country, because first of all you need to know your country. As a young leader, you need to know your country. You need to know the history of your country. You need to know your community and the history of your community, so that in the future you can be able to stand at any platform and talk about your country. So this Kectil leadership program has pushed me, has given me the opportunity to go far beyond, to do so many research about my country, about the history of my country. And I can say thank you, Kectil leadership program, for this great opportunity, because it has prepared me, it has boosted my leadership skills and knowledge. So this program is one of the best programs that I have ever attended. I have been also attending other programs, but this Kectil leadership program is different. And there's one time I talked with Shiri. I told her that after attending this leadership program, there are many youths in my community that I want them to take part in this leadership program. And I even want to start Kectil leadership program Gambia chapter. I told her about this. She was very happy about it. Because why I'm saying this? Because I know the benefits of attending this program. I know how this program have prepared me, how it enhanced my leadership skills. So I want each and every youth in my community and in my country to get the same benefit. That's why I didn't stop there. I didn't just end the program. At the end of the program, get my certificate. I said, no, I have also to give back. How am I going to give back to Kectil Leadership Program? Is to volunteer as the regional coordinator. So I started my volunteering as a regional coordinator in 2014. Also, this has also boosted my CV. It has also boosted my leadership skills, And at the end of the program, I was certified. And also this year, also 2025, I said, I'm not tired. I will still be there to serve the Kectil Leadership Program as regional coordinator. So this program so far is one of the best programs I have ever attended. Thank you.
Great, thanks a lot. I'm really happy to hear that. And my last question will be, what message would you like to give the young leaders around the world, and those who still studying at the Kectil program?
As I said that I always encourage young people in my community and beyond my community that as a youth in every community or country, youths are the backbone. Youths are that great machine that they contribute a lot in pushing the country's development. Being as an entrepreneur, being climate change activist, all these things in each and every sector that you are working in, make sure that whatever you're doing, do it with your heart. Don't do it because you want to gain something there. Don't do it because you want to the world to see that what you're doing. The most important thing that you need to focus on is that you are living in a community and you see the challenges that your community is facing. Maybe your community is facing a critical access to quality education. Maybe your community is facing a critical challenge to get quality medicines. Maybe people in your community they don't have hospital or clinics. So these challenges, find them in your community and find solutions to these challenges that your community is facing. Even though if no one is seeing you, but your community, people in your community, they will see the effort that you are doing. They will see the problem that you are trying to solve. Because before anybody can see you outside the world, it is your community that should see you first. Before anyone could celebrate you outside the world, it is your community that should celebrate you first. It's your community that should say thank you. That's why they say charity starts at home. So before you go outside there, letting people see you, or you want to be celebrated outside, what I'm going to ask you is that what have you done in your community? Is the people in your community are happy with you? Is the people in your community are celebrating you? Is the people in your community are seeing the positive impact that you are doing before the outside world? So most of the time, what I tell the youth that it doesn't matter if the people outside the world are seeing you or celebrating you. The most important thing is that what are you doing in your community? What are you bringing in your community? What are the impacts that you are doing in your community? That is the most important thing. Because if your community says thank you to you, if your community celebrates you, even if the outside world don't see what you are doing, that is okay, because you are bringing positive things in your community where you are living, where your family and your parents are living. That is the most important thing, and the rest can just be a bonus. But I'm sure that the outside world will see you. All these spotlight that I'm getting, all these awards that I'm getting, that is because I have started from the grassroots. That is because I start in my community. What I'm doing in my community. So this is what I believe in, and this is what I'm telling all the youths outside there. Whatever you do, make sure that you start it in your community. Make sure that you start creating a positive impact in your community and engage in community activities, engagements, and all those stuff. So this is my message for myself, for the youth in my community, and beyond my community and the world at large. Thank you.
Thanks a lot. Thanks a lot, Dawda, for your story, for sharing it, for being with us today. It is really powerful, and your work is truly inspiring. And thank you for sharing your journey with us. We wish you continued success as you keep leading change in your community and beyond. And to everyone who's watching us today, don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe to the Kectil YouTube channel, because the future is being built by young leaders like Dawda, and it starts today. So thank you very, very much for being with us today for today's interview. And I believe a lot of people who watch us today took a lot of insights from today's conversation. Thanks a lot.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. I really appreciate it. I'm very happy for having me here today to share my journey and also to talk with youths outside there. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it.